Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to a nostalgic video. Today, guys, we're going to be hopping in and playing some Monster Energy Supercross, the official video game. The first time we had a Monster Energy Supercross video game. This game was a ton of fun. I absolutely loved playing this game. And today I figured we would just hop in and have some fun with it. Maybe do a time attack. Start off with a single event here in the 250 class and just see what this game is like. So much long later, yeah, good English, man. So I think we are going to go ahead and race on East Rutherford. East Rutherford was one of my favorite tracks in the game. We are going to do the short race length. AI difficulty is on realistic, and let's go ahead and get right into the video. Okay guys, if you enjoy at any point in time, it would be much appreciated if you could go down there and smash that thumbs up button for me. Throw any comments down below. Subscribe if you guys are new. Check out the Once Company, link in the description. Oppose nothing, conquer everything. Grab your merch. Other than that, follow me on Instagram at Goonzig Productions. If you just type in Goonzig, it should come up. And let's get into this, man. East Rutherford, it's always been a fun track in my opinion. So hopefully things don't go too south, and hopefully we can actually get some decent gameplay here today in this video. So the one thing about this track is that it's not too hard, yet at the same time you can bust out some big lines. So we got this brutal gate pick all the way on the outside. Let's see. Oh, I didn't even think about changing my bike or anything. We're just on this Honda. Okay, let's see what goes down. Brutal start. Oh my goodness. Guys, if I'm being 300% honest, this game feels so different. Oh my goodness, it feels so different from the newer game, but you get so much traction. You actually get so much traction in this game. It feels like the gameplay is a lot quicker, like a lot quicker. The physics and everything feel pretty much the same, but I don't know what it is, like the ground physics. Wow, I am struggling. But it almost feels like you're like glued to the ground. You kind of get back onto the ground really quick. I actually don't remember how I used to play this game. I don't remember how I used to play this game at all. Okay, so like a lap and a half into it so far. And all I have to say right now is it feels really fast paced in a way that like I don't really know how to describe. Like, it doesn't necessarily feel like we're going any faster than you are in Supercross 2, yet it feels like the ground physics are a lot different. Like, I don't really know how to explain it. In the air, like, it kind of feels pretty much identical, but on the ground, like, I think I like the ground physics in this game better. You can actually turn. Like, you can actually turn without losing your back end. And you can actually steer with the front wheel. Steer by turning your steering. I find the newer games, it's almost like you have to steer with your back end, you know, Ryan Villapoto style. At first, I didn't really know how I felt about the game, but slowly everything's kind of coming back. And guys, I honestly think this game, I know I said it last time we played this game on the channel, man, I think it might play better than the second Supercross. I think it might. I think with that being said, it's man, it's so hard to say. I want to say that the second Supercross game almost touches on realism a little bit more, and this game kind of strays away from it. Yet at the same time, like, this game, the turning and everything feels really good. Now, my one complaint, and I'll try and have a good example of it for when I mention it, but my one complaint about the game is something that actually doesn't exist in Supercross 2. I do find in Supercross 2, the physics, I don't know, I have found they went for a more realistic feel, but you kind of steer with the back wheel. Here, like jumping into corners like this and just landing wide open, that doesn't really work. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really know how accurate that is. But I really do think the bike control on the ground is unreal. Like, oh my goodness, I forgot how good it was. So that's interesting, man. Are the physics in this game better than in the second game? Like, what if they release Supercross 2 with all of the content that it has, but these physics, would the game be better or worse? I honestly think it might be better. So you know what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and hop into another race here, and I'm just gonna kind of focus on trying to compare it to Supercross the game number 2. You know what, let's do one of the Monster Energy Cup races, and I'm gonna hop on a 450 for this one, and we'll see how it goes. I do honestly feel like this game, it has like a more fun factor to it. The gameplay is a lot more fast paced. The ground physics are a lot different, to be honest, and I feel like that makes the gameplay like a little bit quicker, a little more fast paced, and it makes it a lot better in my opinion. So of course we don't get a good gate pick from up here, but we can have some fun with it and see how the bike handles here in Monster Energy Cup. I figured this would be a good track to test it on because we got, I mean, that off-camber corner that we just hit, a little sand section, and a few areas where we can actually get out there and get like wide open on the gas. So I really do feel like the ground physics are a little bit better in this game. They just feel like they flow a little bit better, and being able to actually steer your bike where you want it to go is huge. Like, one of the biggest things that I can notice about this game right now is that I'm not like fighting with the bike to get it to go where I want it to go. Everything just kind of flows and feels natural. So I really respect the approach that Milestone took with Supercross the game number 2, but at the same time, I don't know if it was the best approach for the game. I have said that Milestone's always kind of had that realistic touch to it, and to be honest, the newer game might have went like a little too far. Now, I do think, man, it's hard to say, like I almost feel like the steering, the ground control, I know I've mentioned it like 10 times already, but it feels almost more natural and more realistic in this game because you're not fighting the bike, you're not drifting around corners, you're actually steering. Like, that's the one thing I've noticed, and that's huge. Like, that's a huge difference from Supercross the game 2. Now, there are a few things that I don't necessarily agree with within this game. Like, when you come down through here, let's see if we're gonna end up doing it this lap. You hit this jump. Okay, we actually cleared it that time. The last couple laps, we have cased our brains out on that quad, and in real life, you probably would have went down. We probably would have been crying on the side of the track, and I think that's one thing that Supercross 2 has done, I mean, a little bit better, is when you're over jumping and casing jumps, you actually kind of get penalized for that. Now, after playing Supercross 2 for so long and coming back and playing this game, I would say that, like, if we had kind of a mixture of both games, that would probably be the best Supercross game out there, the best motocross game in my opinion. If we had like the cornering of this game, yet like the physics and like the crashes of Supercross 2, I think that game might take the cake. But that is it for this episode, guys. Let me know your thoughts on the original Supercross game down below in the comments. Like I said, I think it might actually be better than the second game. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to smash that thumbs up button for me, and I'll catch you guys all in another video. Peace out.